This is Infrared Lights by Jack Phillips. Infrared light is light having a wavelength just greater than that, the red end of the visible light spectrum, but less than that of microwaves. In other words, it is light that is not visible to the eye, that is just outside of the color red. Infrared light was found by a man named William Herschel. William Herschel was a scientist that started measuring the temperatures of different colors in the visible light spectrum. His results showed a steady increase in the temperatures from blue to red. Beyond the red side of the spectrum, he noticed an even warmer area. The warmer area that he found was infrared light. Night vision goggles are one thing that we use today that use infrared lights. There are two types of night vision goggles. One type is thermal imaging, the other one is image enhancement. This is a picture of thermal imaging. Thermal imaging uses the heat from objects that are emitted as infrared light to form an image of what's going on in the dark based on heat generated by various objects. It works well when you're trying to detect a person. This is an example of image enhancement. Image enhancement uses night vision goggles to collect tiny bits of light in pitch black rooms to create an image. You may be thinking there is no light in a pitch black room, but yes there is. There's infrared light in a pitch black room. Some uses for this is the military. The military uses this kind of night vision goggles for soldiers. Another thing that we use in our everyday life that uses infrared lights are TV remote controls. The first remote controls were radio frequency devices that directed German Navy vessels to crash into Allied ships during World War I. In World War II, remote controls were first used to detonate bombs. The way remote controls work is they send out a series of commands using infrared lights, and the TV will read the beam and do the action. Infrared radiation, type A, or IRA, can do damage to the human skin. Infrared radiation is solar transmitted radiation from the sun that arrives with ultraviolet and visible light. A photon of UV radiation carries much more energy than a photon of IR radiation, but only 7% of the sun's energy that reaches Earth is UV radiation, while over half of the energy is infrared radiation. Infrared radiation penetrates the skin farther than both visible and UV light, but IR radiation cannot break chemical compounds and will only cause skin aging over time. Infrared lights can also be used to treat skin disease and relieve pain from sore muscles. In treatment, the infrared waves pass through the skin and produce heat. This treatment increases circulation, reduces inflammation, and promotes healing. The result is quick relief from discomfort. Treatment is simple and painless. The contraption is placed on the area of pain, and the energy from the light penetrates deep beneath the skin. After only 30 minutes of treatment, blood flow is increased by 400%.